Oh, hold the phone. So you telling me that you ended up on the shade room?
Yeah, man. Last year the Shade Room hit me up. It was last August. They hit me up talking about can we use you? Would you like to be featured as one of our Thirsty Thursday daddies? I was like, what? I was like, just randomly, bro. I was like,
Bro, this man cute.
yeah, what's up? I got
Bro, so
on
you
there.
telling me you was a zaddy for today?
Yeah, man, along with
Oh
three other
man.
dudes. I saved it too. I still got the post. That joint got like 45,000 likes. And I remember it was a couple of
Oh,
celebrity girls who was like, who was picking me. I had girls who followed me talking about, oh, you made it. Oh my God, I did it. I'm like it was my DMs went crazy. I had so many
bro.
verified checks in my DMs. I've talked to oh my God, I've talked to so many celebrities and like Instagram models just off of that alone. And I it all happened too fast. So then like they started seeing also that I had the perspective about life that I have. So then it started becoming debates and shit like that. But it's weird enough because even the girls who didn't like me, I would end up fucking them because they liked me. Or despite the fact that they didn't like the things that I say. Like I had one girl tell me, she was like, "You're such an asshole. But when you come to my city, let me know so we can link up."
bro. So your life is like the epitome of that meme. That meme that just showed the girl's legs with underwear sliding. Well, okay, I guess one time wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
bro.
Hey man, it's crazy. It's crazy how stuff works. And then next thing you know, my Facebook blew up too. I have no idea how my Facebook blew up. Facebook blew up, so I capped out at the 5,000 friends, and then got like 3,000 extra followers out of nowhere. I have no idea. And then I went viral on Twitter.
What?
So all this has happened in the past 12 months, and I'm still trying to catch up because I was like literally on nobody's radar about anything. And
bro,
I don't know. People really think like they're like, you're a public figure now. I'm like, not quite. But
nah. Hey, don't. I was about to say, yeah, don't hit that yet.
Yeah,
man,
not quite, not quite.
Man, public figurdom is so weird, dog. It's like you can't even have conversations on Twitter anymore. Like if you try to have a conversation with like one of the people that you used to like fuck with on Twitter, like for the longest, and then all of a sudden you got random people from your follower group jumping in the conversation,
right,
bro? Like
my Facebook's like that because I have a just open. I accept anybody and I just make it like a talking place, and which I enjoy most of the time. But yeah, people would just be chiming in from all different walks of life, like second grade best friend talking to like aggressive Midwestern country music fan.
Yeah, my comments was the same way on Instagram. I'd have like discussion boards in my damn comments, people just arguing, and I'm just sitting. I'm a bystander. I'm like, y'all do realize y'all under my post, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, people would be saying like, "Oh, you got to go away." I'm like, "You're on my page. I can't go. I'm the only one that can't go. Like, I have to be here. This is the only place I can type my thoughts."
Right,
man. Oh, that's Jordan. Hold on. Let me tell him that he can actually join in mid.
Been traveling a lot to rallies. Is he getting cheeseburgers from rallies?
Yeah. Bro, that's a down south thing. I don't even think shoot, if he's from out west, he ain't even got a rallies. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what let me just
is
either.
Oh yeah.
Checkers.
Oh,
Checkers rally.
It's the same thing. Oh yeah. Because I remember it's one in Florence, South Carolina. I'm tripping. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We know what you mean.
Fries.
Hey, Jordan, go check the DMs. The link should still be there. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and drop you a smooth link real quick. Cause I mean, this is all informal anyways.
Y'all know what the downside of joining the Shade Room was though? Being on there.
Oh, dude.
The gays.
Wait, what's the Shade Room? Catch me up on that real quick.
It's just one of them gossip platforms that's ran by some black woman. And all the celebrities, like all the black celebrities, follow it, and they all like Kevin Hart, Will Smith, they all be on there. They all follow it and everything like that. So they
posted you as like a person of the day to follow.
Yeah, they posted me as like one of the they call it Thirsty Thursday.
Okay, got it.
and they posted me. You know, it had my little profile up there, and it was basically to help us get, I guess, girlfriends or whatever. It's just like they're single, fit, and they don't have any kids.
Nice.
So,
Dang.
so it was basically a mate bill.
Okay.
This is a
debutante's ball, I think, is what they call it. In Tennessee. There you go.
Yeah. So
man,
along with the women came the gay men, and oh my god,
bro,
it's so annoying, bro, because they really act like they live in a world where everybody's gay, and it's just like,
dog. I've noticed that. I have noticed that thing, bro. Like you can like legit be the open, like the most open straight dude, and they swear to God they will pull you.
Yes.
Like, oh God, that's the weirdest stuff.
Some live action trolling on you, maybe. That's what it is.
I hate it because a couple of them don't understand. They be like, "I'll turn you out." I'd be like, "I will fuck you up."
Turn you out.
like nigga, hold on, back up.
Don't disrespect me like that, man. Hey, chill out now. Like,
I gotta get this dude Jordan.
Like, I went to, what's going on, Jordan?
What's up, guys?
I went to New York and I went to New Orleans. And I was with my mom and my sister both times I went last year. When I was in New Orleans, we was walking down Bourbon Street, and there was a group of gay guys, and they yelled out, "You fine as hell." And I was with my mom and my sister, and I was like, "Who the fuck are they talking to?" And then they was like, "That's your boyfriend." And my sister, she was quick with it. She was like, "Yeah, that's my boyfriend." And it was like, "Oh, he fine, boo." And I was about to snap. I was like, "What the fuck?" And my sister grabbed me. She's like, "Chill out." It was like 6 of them. I was gonna mix them niggas that day,
bro. Bro, hey, you would have look. Dog, you would have got slapped to death that day, dog. Hey, niggas, they would have slapped you and stomped you out with some stilettos. Bro, that's the weirdest shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what be going on, man.
It's that Zaddy energy, man. Once you hit that,
Zaddy.
it's there.
Hey, you know, Jake. Look, man, Jake know the vibes. He's real with it. I can feel that. But yeah, man, that's some interesting stuff. But I always say though, getting a compliment from a gay guy, like finding it's like finding a small amount of change in your pocket that you don't really need, but you know, you like, okay, all right. I mean, just I got it.
It's not even a dollar. I got it. It's not even like a dollar. It's like some change. It's like, oh well, there's some quarters. It's kind of cool.
That's what I'm saying. So that stuff is that's some interesting.
Yo, I really, honestly, my thing, I just wanted to jump on and talk to y'all in person because I've never really chatted with y'all like outside of DMs. So I just wanted to say what's up really quick. I don't have my camera or anything. I'm on my phone right now at a relative's house. I have my laptop here, but not my mic and camera and stuff. But like next time, I'll do like a more formal thing.
You look great.
Me this though.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was about to say I had to add you to the stream while you were checking the beer, man. Get the beer check, man. Get you in media res, as they call it. But
and my voice is like shot. I've been traveling at these. What I was saying in the chat was I've been going to these MAGA rallies.
Nice.
In DC. Dang. I was in Phoenix last weekend and Austin before that, and my voice is like gone. So I'm like trying to work with that. So I just love to up to y'all.
How many more rallies you going to?
I don't think I'm going to do any more travel until spring, bro. I took too much time off work, to be honest. I put myself in a bind, to be honest, doing all this traveling.
Dang.
I'm going to wait till spring to do more, but they've been cool though, man. It's been a lot of grassroots support for Trump. So that's like a different thing we can get into down the road. But,
yeah, I'd love to hear about it sometime. That's awesome.
It's been pretty cool.
Yeah. Dude, we've got to figure out what the heck's going on with these elections, whether or not I'm right to be black pilled or, you know, I should be trusting the plan more. Like I'm still on the fence about all the little man.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned with where do we go from here if Biden wins? Like what becomes the topic of discussion? What do we do?
Oh yeah, I forgot, man. You joined the culture war at the oddest time too. That's the most interesting thing because again, nobody seems to. It's like the Obama years. Nobody remembers them now. Mm-hmm. Like there's been so much that happened these last 4 years. See, I held up the right finger mouth this time. I wasn't. My hands didn't go just blazing like last time. But nobody knows what happened these 4 years to the point where again, we forgot, man, during Obama's years, everybody was on the WikiLeaks stuff, man. Everybody was anti-establishment. Like, we were all just to the point where, like, it was all fight the power, and that felt right.
Yeah.
Then Trump got in, man. The news cycle just went fast and fast. Like, I can't even remember 2 years ago.
Well, see, I think they really want they want to go back to that Obama time period where people were just kind of reading some counter-revolutionary stuff, but not like actively watching the news every day. People are like tapped in now. They want people to go back to sleep and just have like a neoliberal president, and they put whatever crony lobbyist into whatever office of power. They want us to go back to sleep. Trump woke a lot of people up, for better or for worse.
Or turkey cheese.
So I don't know.
I know he definitely woke me up because I was not into politics at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
No, me neither.
I did not keep up with it. And then when I started hearing all the things about Trump, I started hearing all the negative things about Trump, and I just, you know, the analytical side of me, I'm like, okay, is he really all of this type stuff, you know,
Exactly.
or are people just being extra emotional? And then I started getting into debates, you know, him racist, and, you know, he a bigot and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm like, as opposed to who else?
Because
like,
they overplayed their hand, because the thing that if you're like a relatively smart person, you're at least thinking like not 100% of the things they're saying about him are true. It can't be. It literally can't be. But if you disagree with one out of the 100 negative things, oh, you love him now? It's like, no, they're trying to be analytical and be honest. And they overplayed their hand and woke people up through doing that.
Yeah, that's the problem. Hey, remember what I was just saying before we all got on? It was what was it? I think the liberals, man, a lot of them were just ready to get Trump out of there so they could just feel like, okay, now I can go back to sleep. Everything's all right. You know, that's exactly what I think is going on, man. This stuff is, it scares them.
I made that video. I posted that video on Twitter, and I'm like, y'all have been sleeping. I hate the fact that they act like their life has changed drastically since Trump was in office. Like,
bro, I saw that.
It's gotten better.
Peace. Yeah, it's gotten better. I can sleep in peace now. You had a good night's rest last night. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, legit, they gonna go back. Like, they wake up, they check their phone, they're like, oh my God, Orange Man's so bad. Hey, wanna go get coffee? Oh yeah, let's go get coffee. Yeah, I got all this extra money in my account. Oh my,
let's go to Starbucks. But you know, protest against fascism while I'm waiting in line at Starbucks.
Bro, oh my God, the fucking Starbucks, dog. That stuff kills me. Like, you know, small coffee is like, and keep in mind, I'm in Alabama. The cost of living is low. A small coffee is like $5 here, bro. $5. Like, I can only imagine some of these people that are sitting up there drinking these venti coffees like every day. Like, they gotta be prospering under Trump. There's no other way that you can spend $7.
Yeah, just the corporate tax rate in general, like that. I have a music business and a corporation, and it dropped literally in the first year from 39% down to 20% taxes. So my taxes got cut in half, which I don't make a lot of money. So it was a huge impact, and I was actually able to like give that back to musicians and hire people and do more shows and actually invest in business, which I think is what business is supposed to be for.
Right. Right.
Before that, like I was operating at 40%, and it was like just barely scraping by, if anything, and like definitely couldn't like hire anybody or like think of outsourcing work or anything to grow. It's such a big difference.
People say some of the stupidest things though about that, like the tax cuts. That's number one thing that pissed me off. Oh well, you know, the tax cuts only help the rich and wealthy. They didn't help the middle class. Like, more people are middle class because, again, number one, you help the rich and wealthy. They need people to run their businesses. Not like they got cashiertrons and all these automated devices running their businesses. So I mean, that on that end, again, I think the media has been disingenuous, but a lot of that's just our fault for being so damn stupid that we don't understand. We don't understand finance and fiscal policy.
When people have this idea of like corporation equals bad, and they don't realize like corporation doesn't mean Walmart. Like, you could have a corporation that makes 40 grand a year, 20 grand a year. Like, any business is a corporation. So that's a huge impact to like the local person that cuts your hair. Anybody, any small business is
exactly. LLCs, like, corporate is corporate, regardless of whether or not there's like 10 people in the boardroom, 5 in the boardroom, 2, 3. Like it's all a corporate entity.
Not every corporation is Amazon either. That's what people forget. When they hear corporation, they just think Amazon, Facebook, Google, Walmart. And it's like, no, most corporations are like small LLCs. Like it's not all Walmart, or it's not all Facebook. I don't want the tech companies to have ultimate power over us. But at the same time, it's like, but I also acknowledge that like helping the economy also helps small businesses in a small town.
Exactly, man. Amazon is the number one hustle if you want to build some wealth, though. I will say that number one. Like if you got any kind of money, you can dump it in and start doing like some white labeling, some fulfillment by Amazon, dog. Do that stuff. Like you want to talk about sole entrepreneurship, that's generating passive income on a entirely new sustainable level. Like if people understood some of these tools and tricks of the trade that are possible in capitalism, dog, I'm telling you right now, like, man, they would change their view on making money, corporations, capitalism, all of that. It wouldn't be no eat the rich.
Yeah, they would change their views if they were smart enough to understand that it's been benefiting them their whole life. They clearly it's mind baffling how people overlook the obvious because biases just blind the mind. And it's like, this is bad. Capitalism is bad. And it's like, okay, how did you get those clothes? How did you get that
exactly
car?
The supply chain.
Yeah, like, what do you mean capitalism is bad? You seem to be doing pretty well with capitalism,
That's what I'm saying. Dog, like I had this one tweet that somebody said where they were talking about, well, under communism, we'll all be able to freely pursue our passion, our art. Like these niggas really think they're gonna be they really think they're gonna be able to just freely sit around and just draw on canvases on green grass or something under communism. No, bitch, you better get these boots and shovels, you better get to work yourself.
Well, and they all think that they're the next Picasso too. Like, let's say you were able to do your art all day. Not everyone is Picasso. Not everyone is Michael Jordan playing basketball. Like some people suck at the thing that they think they're good at.
Bingo.
Most people suck at the things they
most
think
people
they're
exactly. Yeah. It's not even some. It's most people suck at the things they're good
and some of the greatest artists that end up happening because they sucked at first and they spend so much time and they have like a chip on their shoulder or whatever, some attitude that just makes them focus and get so much better. That if they weren't allowed that privilege of that capitalism allows us to suck at something, like if you suck at something in communism, you just die.
Right.
Guess I'll go die then. Hey, that's the epitome of that.
They didn't think that far ahead.
We got a whole generation and multiple generations of people with immigration now that think that they're living in an oppressive system when really all they've ever seen is like total freedom. But they have nothing to compare it to. No one really alive today has anything to compare it to other than like this freedom that we have. So if the smallest inconvenience annoys them, it's like, oh, that's the oppression.
Yeah. It's like oppression.
Yeah,
oppression.
Go try living in like.
Let me pull out my several $100 smartphone and get on this interconnected network.
And
that's what I'm saying.
A tweet about my oppression.
Bro.
I'm gonna get 60,000 retweets.
Yeah.
Bro. And cash at me also.
Yeah, and then you get a job over at Vanity Fair and you're set.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Dude, it's so weird though, because you can literally have people like make money out of nowhere. Like they can just drop their Cash App link right there in a tweet and have people just automatically start donating to them. And then they're talking about oppression. Meanwhile, Libya, again, they got open air slave markets. You got somebody literally getting sold for a damn banana and some grain getting sold into slavery. Like stuff like that baffles the mind. It really does. It just makes me wonder.
People don't know about it though.
What's the bell curve looking like? That's what I want to know. What's the distribution of IQ right now in America? Because
it's gotta be 75% sub 100.
But the midwits though, that's the midwits are so vocal, and it just seems like there's so many of them.
It's the midwit. Really, honestly, if you want the red pill on the IQ question in modern society, the midwit is the problem. It's not the low IQ, and it's really not the high IQ. It's that as a society, we've given that 100 to 110 IQ person a lot of power and a lot of say.
Yep.
And they speak loudly and they speak very uninformed.
Bro.
And they just say things. They just say things. And I'm good. And it's like, silence is violence.
I'm the first one to tell them.
And it's like,
I tell them, look, bro, your IQ is 100. You're literally mentally, cognitively impaired. You're incapable of understanding certain concepts, certain theories. You can't formulate your own theories. Look, you're retarded. Okay, bro, I'm sorry. Like at this point.
That's the problem, is that they're smart enough to
get by,
to form a sentence about the idea, but not go anywhere beyond that.
Right.
They make a complicated sentence and go bing bong, and then actually the oppression of our ancestors, and they create a whole framework that actually doesn't make sense, but it sounds good because you're literate, but you're not creating anything. You're just kind of parroting something that someone else made you want.
Verbal placebos. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call that verbal placebos. Take it.
Word salad. Just a bunch of strung together. And that's my take. But the midwit is the problem, in my opinion.
It is.
And you know what? Be that way for a long time too. It hasn't improved any. It's been like forever.
Hey, that's capitalism though. Capitalism allows this kind of, it allows those people to survive. Again, midwits probably would end up, again, they'd be serfs. Don't get me wrong, they'd probably be like upper ranking serfs if we had any kind of system or any kind of any kind of way of living right now that actually rewarded you for your productivity and your actual ability. Midwits, they would be like
a land manager. Like they would kind of like middle management on the land,
like a lower noble or something.
Yeah, like a lower noble, and it's
exactly like they come and get slapped. They come and get slapped just so whenever the real landlord just ain't feeling right, like they're the one to get slapped, and then they want to take it out on the literate people. That's the midwit right there.
Midwit. That's literally that is so true. That's so true. But it's
unfortunate.
But you look at all the different institutions like universities, police departments, the army, they're removing all the requirements that normally were in place for high IQ people to thrive in them.
Yeah.
So Harvard is taking out SAT requirements. You have these places taking out IQ test requirements in places that it's actually important. And they're supplementing that with midwits, and those midwits get in there and string together a few sentences. And next thing you know, you have Ibram Kennedy writing and being respected and traveling the country for $40,000.
That's man,
that's literally what's happening. You got Ibram Kennedy over here.
I don't know if y'all saw my tweet when I tweeted that IQ should be much more valued in terms of. I think IQ should be a mandatory thing. Like I really do, because it's such an important metric when it comes to understanding just everything and being able to have
a person's capabilities.
I really do. I really believe that we should have it like it should be government issued the same way we have to go take license and registrations and all that kind of stuff. I really believe that. I honestly believe that, because a lot of the jobs and careers that do require higher IQs, they've made it for average human beings. So we're getting that's why we're actually falling. Like we're failing in terms of a lot of aspects of society, because you have regular people doing more advanced tasks, and then they have a platform, they have a voice, and they're misinforming everybody else and indoctrinating the youth. That's why
there we go with stupid half-baked ideologies. Like you got midwits teaching your kids. You got to be careful, man. These midwits, they out here. Hey, you got hey, look, you gotta watch out, man.
Let me teach you about oppression. Anytime you fail, son, that's oppression.
Exactly.
Out in Hollywood, they're giving them TV show. You get a TV show if you're midweight. You get up. I mean, that's how you get to the top out there. You can't be smart and get to the top.
No,
because they know you're smart about the game.
Jake, man, look, I gotta ask the question. Number one, is anybody a fan of the Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I have my skepticism, but I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not opposed.
I'm like a 30%.
No. Be opposed to it. Because I think the only reason that the Big Bang Theory got popular was because midwits started watching it and thought it was highbrow. They watched it and they thought that they felt smart. They felt smart for watching it, just so they could go to their midwit or their slightly below average IQ friends and say, "Oh well, I saw this episode of the Big Bang Theory, and let me just tell you, they started talking about natural selection." I thought that, I feel like it was only popularized because midwits started made them seem smarter.
Yeah,
that's ideas like that.
But there are entire public intellectuals that have made their career off midwits. You look at someone, and in my opinion, and you guys may disagree with, and that's fine. I'm, no big deal. But someone like Sam Harris, the Weinstein brothers, the whole intellectual dark web, these are people that are actually very smart. But the people that are listening to them and are taking them seriously are not high IQ. They're like 100, 110 IQ.
It sounds,
They're like, whoa, this is deep, man. This is what deep people. And
it reminds me of that. There's a quote about Trump where they say somebody said he's what poor people think a rich person is.
Yes.
So that quote, but applied to the intellectual dark web, they're what stupid people think smart people are.
That is very
what the Big Bang is too. It's so, and that's Hollywood's
that's
on everything. Like they just
smart people watch is Big Bang Theory, and really smart people are just like casually reading a book and like doing day trading and like running their company.
Hey, look, that's what I'm saying. Like they're over here engaging in the subtle retail arbitrage schemes, managing their dang portfolio. They're the ones selling you all of these courses these self-improvement books that you keep on going and buying and stuff like these. That's what intelligent people do, is that they find ways to adapt in just in an overly indulgent culture where people just leave themselves wide open. Like you go into areas with smart people, like you best believe you're guarding your insecurities. Otherwise you're going to get taken advantage of. Yeah. Because that's how smart people make it. Smart people are looking to survive. Meanwhile, midwits are looking to feel good. Dumb people, I still haven't kind of figured out what
I don't know what the dumb people are.
Dumb people are just happy. I think it's it's one of those blessings and curses at the same time. Ignorance is bliss. If you don't know you're stupid, it's perfect.
Bro.
It's like that. It's the bell curve meme. The far left side is like the the far right side is the guy saying the same thing but in a fancy cursive font.
Absolutely.
It's a midwit thing. No, the opposite thing. So it's like the far left and the far right are saying, "I believe in God," and the middle person is like, "Actually, you can't prove that there's a God."
Actually.
And we're over here just I believe in God, Jesus Christ, my Savior, and I trust my gut.
It's called Pascal's wager. You got it. Look, Pascal's wager, man.
It's pretty good. Aquinas is good. I'm Catholic, so I like Aquinas, and Pascal is good. Occam's razor is good. There's some very good arguments for God up there, but
who is this Ellen? Who is this Ellen? Is that originally a woman trying to be a man?
You trying to get us kicked off Twitter right now?
It's the first stream. No, don't do it. It's the first stream.
Yeah, what?
We're in too deep.
I cannot answer that question.
My bad.
Oh, no, dog. No,
wait,
I'm okay with.
Can I read what Wikipedia says if I just read it? Is that allowed?
Ellen put on a baseball cap and said, "I'm a man now."
Make sure you say this is Wikipedia. Sorry, this is Wikipedia's words, not mine.
She put her hair in a baseball cap and said, "I'm a dude."
Let's see. Elliot Page is a Canadian actor and producer. He first became known for his role on the TV series Pit Pony, which won a Young Artist Award. Page also received recognition for his role in the film Hard Candy and won the Austin Film Critics Association Award for Best Actress. So he won the Best Actress. Is the current verbiage? Yeah,
that's an aspiration I had.
And that's Wikipedia.
That's Wikipedia. That's not my opinion.
Wow.
Bro, my head hurts.
I tweeted earlier though, because I mean, genuine question, not trying to offend anybody, just wondering if she still identifies as a lesbian. Does her wife still identify as a lesbian? Is that a fair question?
Yeah, how do you do that? Yeah, like what does that mean for the spouse? Like, okay, does the spouse suddenly have to leave you because now all of a sudden the spouse likes a male, or like this is the first thing that I see when I literally click on my Twitter, like right there, just
going for
like,
it. He said he threw on a baseball cap.
Wow.
Oh, that's so accurate. Like
Ellen threw on a baseball cap and said, "I'm a man now." Literally.
Hold on. So what's his name now? Elijah.
Elliot.
Oh shit! It's literally right there.
Ellen Page was beautiful.
That hurts my soul.
Throwing out dead names right now. Getting the boot.
That hurts my soul.
No, man. First he was a lesbian, and then he woke up and decided that he wanted to be a guy.
Okay. So whenever he takes off the baseball cap, did he like detransition, or like how do we classify this?
Well, so I don't even think. And wait, and I'm not trying to. I don't think this is offensive. Apparently, according to transgender ideology now, you don't necessarily have to have the surgery in order to be transgender.
Correct.
You can just consider it in your brain, and you could go day by day. So, I mean, if Elliot decides tomorrow that he's not feeling this way,
so Elliot did actually say,
is he going to go through the surgery? Because if not,
no, I think the opposite. Actually, Elliot was saying that they are gender non-conforming or non-binary.
Non-binary. Okay.
Well, fellas, WNBA draft is coming up, so I'm going to try my luck.
I might be able to get on that team. Maybe.
Hey guys, I do need to jump off. I'm hanging out with some family over here. I'm going to hop off.
Good to meet you. Good to see you.
All right, Jordan,
how often are you guys going to do this? Once a week? Once a night?
Right now, I got it for Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm thinking that might actually be again, if we can get 4 out of like, how many is it now? Is it like 13, 10 or so? I don't know, man. We got a lot of guys, but I mean, if we can get at least 4 just to have some good combo going and just chill.
Next time I'll have my camera. I'll have like my actual setup, and I can think clearly. But I appreciate y'all having me on. I just wanted to say what's up and like formally talk to you guys for the first time. So
later. Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna have to delve into this whole. I mean, I honestly, again, I feign a little bit more ignorance, I guess, when it comes to the gender, the culture the culture war issues in regards to gender and. How the LGBTQ plus ASDFQs, all of that stuff comes into play. I feign a little bit more ignorance, but again, I think that is something to delve into because there are a lot of people that are dysphoric. I think that was actually something that the trans community actually came up and said that, again, being transgender typically has to do with gender dysphoria. So I'm okay with pissing off the pronoun Terrier next episode if you guys want to.
Pronoun Terrier.
Well, y'all know my psychological background, so I go by gender dysphoria. So that's what it is. I mean, that's the reality of what it is.
Yeah. Do you guys follow Ariel Scarcella at all?
I don't follow her, but I've seen some of her stuff.
She's cool. She's a walk away person. She's a lesbian, but she posts a lot of content with like trans creators who are against the kind of the public movement that's happening. It's all way over my head, and won't try to like put anything because I'll just mess up the words. But check out her content; it's worth it.
I'm definitely going to.
Good common sense deep dives on stuff.
But fellas, I want to ask y'all: am I an asshole for telling a trans woman that he was a guy to his face?
Did he/she look like?
Did he tell you you're an asshole?
No. He I was talking about transgenders, and he messaged me on Facebook, and he was like, "What do you think about trans women?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, are we attractive? And I was like, you're a guy. You're not a woman.
You're not an asshole. You're just a person with eyes. It's it's like this.
Because my morality took a shot just now. I didn't want to, like bad guy. You know, not really that I give a shit, but I just.
I think you should speak your mind always. I'm a free speech and truth absolutist in that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Who gives a shit?
Okay,
Tell
we
him.
good then.
Yeah. I think getting offended by words is one of the biggest problems we got going on right
It's
now.
the stupidest shit in the world.
Yeah.
How do you even allow words to offend you?
Because you can't even find out if you're wrong about something, you can't find out that you're wrong if you're not allowed to talk about it. So it's, you know what I mean? Like that's only, all it does is radicalize people and solidify them in terrible ideas as opposed to allowing them to experience, you know, the Socratic method.
Bingo. It's a situation.
Mental illness in itself. If somebody calls me a bitch, I know I'm not a female dog.
Dog, yeah, okay. It's like, okay, man.
Yeah.
Like, but again, that just shows it's. You're right. It is a mental illness. It's somebody that doesn't have enough. I guess it's what I call mental psychic plating to like withstand basic words. Like their brains are literally infiltrated by a simple mean word, and it hits them in their psyche. Like if that doesn't sound like an illness to where you can be affected to that degree by something that somebody says that's not even factually correct. Like if somebody clowns me on something that I do that's stupid, and like I actually did it, I'm gonna feel some kind of way. I'm gonna be like, dang man, I actually did do that. But now if somebody just says something like, man, dude, you're scrawny and weak. Okay.
Well, with
right.
me, I'm even indifferent to the truth because I've already accepted it as true, and there's no point in me feeling super bad about it. If it's something out of my control, that's one thing. I mean, I don't really care. But if it's something and it's like, okay, like you're a jerk or you're this and you're that, and I know that to be factually correct, I'm like, okay, that's true. I accept that. What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah,
exactly.
As long as you're comfortable being you, then it doesn't matter. You know, I think that what they think they are, or what they think they're supposed to say, or something. It's silly.
Bruh. Oh God. But man, look, I got the parentals. I got to get the kiddos to sleep and check in with the folks. Busy night. Little man done fell asleep on me, man. I'm gonna let you guys go.
Cool, man.
All right, go ahead. We're gonna slide off too. I just picked up my lady, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Say hello to well, hold on. I can't dox you like that. But man, hey, you know what we talked about.
Yeah. I know.
Hey.
All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all, fellas. Y'all be safe.
Later, y'all.
All right, take it easy, man. Peace out, guys. Peace.
All right, guys.